Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. With that, let's head over to the space city of Houston. Standing by at NRG Stadium, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On first down, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 78 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Now Watson on third and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jerome Baker, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Breaks a tackle. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
On the ball, come on. Fair.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And in that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run-blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the gun, they go with Armstead, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Armstead, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Hey, we're set. 19, 54, Mike, 54, target.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
On 2nd down now. It's done. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw it. Minshew.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Dunn. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
He's coming. Double up. Double up.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. This is Conner running right. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught them off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Back to throw, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Stills the intended target.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Out of the gun is Minshew. The quick slant caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget it. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll try the left side. Done. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Done. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
On the ready.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll try the left side. It's done, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down. Done. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Connor. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We now proceed to the start of the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll run on first down. It's done. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss. After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory now. We'll see what transpires. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, but now it's 3rd and goal. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Running it with Armstead. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Raquel Armstead with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, done. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done.
Check 99. Check 99.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Got it. 48 Alpha. You got nothing to do. You got it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now Watson It's complete. Stills. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
12 yards on the return that time. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try the left side. Done. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Done. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a handoff looking right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Jerome Baker, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From his goal line here, Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Beck. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Watson, and that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Ready! Pilot, 64, weak, 30 base. Spot! No! Watch twist! Check. Go! Protein spill. Ready?
And to give this time to the tailback. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up, and what's been so far a tough game for them. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 10, 2:14 to play. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Watson looks to throw again. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting... that done, Slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
60 Pittsburgh.
Mike, it's our field. It's our field.
They'll run on first down. It's done. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll try the left side. Done. Room to run inside the 40. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Houston, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.